Okay, so our mission today is taking a close look at something you've probably seen everywhere online. The Tobio's Watercolor Kit. It's gone viral.
Right, that little wooden one.
Exactly. It's pitched as this, complete artist kit you can just stick in your pocket. A portable creative powerhouse, they call it.
Hmm.
We've got a source that really dug into it, the claims, what's actually inside, the quality, and importantly, whether you can trust the seller.
Yeah, we're trying to cut through the hype, basically, see what's real.
Okay, let's unpack this then. What's the brand actually selling us on?
The design seems key. It looks really slick, right? Wooden palette, magnets to hold things, tiny sketchbook, a water brush.
Oh, absolutely.
Mm.
The presentation, the look, that's its biggest strength right out of the gate. Reviewers loved how it looked, how portable it felt.
Makes sense. It looks like a perfect gift, or great for just throwing in a bag. Minimal fuss.
And interestingly, the source we looked at, it actually highlighted the little paper pad that comes with it.
Oh, yeah. Said it was genuinely good quality, perfect for watercolor paints. Which is surprising, you know?
Yeah.
Often in these kits, the paper's the first thing they cheap out on.
Okay, that is interesting.
Yeah.
Because, well, here's where the review kind of hits a snag, right?
The paints.
The paints themselves, the source was pretty blunt. Not good quality. So they dry up really fast in those little wells.
Yeah.
And they're just frustrating if you actually want decent results or plan to use it seriously.
And that's really the core issue, isn't it? You've got this weird mix,
Yeah.
good paper, potentially nice-looking case, but bad paint.
Right.
It really suggests the whole thing is geared towards the idea of being creative on the go, selling the aesthetic.
Like it's made to look good in an Instagram photo.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for long-term serious painting. There was a comment cited in our source that nailed it, I think. Something like, you only buy these sets if you don't really care about watercolor painting itself. The paint quality isn't as important as the paper. Which for this kit seems spot on. It's about the portability factor, not the pigment.
Wait a second, though. If the wooden case itself is nice and the paper's good, couldn't someone just buy it and swap out the paints later?
Yeah.
Use better quality ones? Is the box worth it on its own?
You'd think so, but apparently maybe not. The source suggests you're paying a big premium just for that viral wooden box. And get this, the little wells for the paint. They're apparently quite shallow and small, so fitting standard good quality replacement paint pans in there might be difficult or impossible.
Wow. So the limitation is kind of baked into the design itself.
Exactly. It's not really designed for upgrading.
Okay, so the artistic value is, let's say, compromised.
Yeah.
Which brings us to the other side.
Yeah.
The money, the risk. If the product's got flaws, what about the place selling it? Did the source look into the store behind the Tobio kit?
Yes, and this is really crucial. It shifts things from just, is this a good product, to, is this a safe purchase?
Mm-hmm.
The website's selling it. Very new domain. The owner's identity is hidden. And a website trust checker. It flagged it with a really low score. Yeah, the source basically put it in the caution advised zone. You're giving your payment details to a bit of an unknown quantity.
Okay, that definitely paints the full picture for you, the listener.
Yeah.
So the advice seems to be great for maybe casual sketching, having fun on the go, looking cool.
Yeah, doodling, experimenting, sure.
But you've got to know the paint quality is weak and the seller is, well, a bit iffy.
Use buyer protection if you do go for it, like PayPal or a credit card, and test those paints the second it arrives.
Right.
So, wrapping it up, it's a fun little creative starter, great for travel maybe, but definitely not your main art kit if you're serious about technique or need good color.
Style over substance, particularly with the paint.
Pretty much. Fun first, not professional grade.
And the whole point of the source material we looked at was really to help you avoid spending money just because something looks good online.
Yeah, stop you from buying blind based on hype.
Mission accomplished, sounds like. So here's something to think about. What's the real line between just clever marketing and a genuinely good product? Especially with these viral things that pop up. How do you spot what might just be, expensive garbage with good marketing before you click buy? Something to chew on next time an ad like that catches your eye.